Why hello and welcome back to another episode of Voice of the Rings, and this is a Lotro Life, and today we're going to do something interesting. I want to hear a little advice that Christopher Lee gave. You might have seen this before on YouTube, but we're going to listen to this 2-minute clip here, and then I'd love to talk about it a little bit. Alright, so I'm going to listen to it once through with you guys right now at the beginning, and then you're welcome to leave your comments, and then I want to just comment a little bit on it for fun, and it's really good advice. This is good advice for everyone. He's talking about actors, but he said it could be for anyone, and it really is. It's really, really good advice. It's pretty much don't let things go to your head kind of thing, right? That's one thing I'm always going to try really hard to do on this channel, is that I really enjoy, you guys are so amazing and such great support and fan base of being great subscribers, and I really appreciate that. But I always try to be your true Zollin Ironshield and not let it go to my head. So I would never want that. It makes me, ugh. I would never want to become like super over ego inflated. Yeah. All right. Anyway, let's watch the video. I'm turning off the music here and bring up the video. And let's listen to this real quick.
Craft for about 10 years. And I'd worked in all sorts of places, all over Europe in different languages, singing, acting, sweeping the stage, working in rep, working in the theatre. In other words, learning, something that sadly, few young actors and actresses are prepared to do these days. So many of them are stars before they even make their first film. And you know when you look at them on the screen that they are looking in a mirror, absolutely in a mirror. And
they have no fault.
Beginning of a lifelong romance. And their hand is out underneath the mirror, out of shot. Because that's what they want, rich. To be rich and famous immediately, which is terribly sad and extremely dangerous. The most dangerous thing that a young actor or actress can do is to believe their own publicity. Because shelf life, 10 years. If you're a star, 20 or 22 or 3 or 4. If you haven't got it. If you've got it, you've got the right instincts, the right imagination, the right powers of invention. If you have something behind you, some sort of foundations of experience and versatility, that's fine. You will go on. You will last. But if you haven't, and the majority has not got these qualities, and you always play the same part basically, or slight variations on it, and that's all you can do, you'll be through in 10 years or even 5, when the public will eventually say, well, you know, they're always doing the same thing. And the moment that happens, it's the beginning of the end. You start at the top of the ladder. There's only one way to go.
Well, this must have been a concern.
So that's something, so we think about that again from a perspective of, you know, even YouTubers. I'm gonna talk to myself right now, like in anybody. This could be anybody in any job too, right? We have to think about the fact that it's good to have the learning and experience. Like when I got out of high school, I was a cook. I did a dishwasher. I did mowing lawns. Like I did all this kind of stuff, right? And then I did register, and then I was a bookseller, and then like I've done all these other fun things, and it was fun. It was good learning experience, but it's really good to do that and not just have everything handed to you, right? And even like as a YouTuber myself, now that I'm like having to like create content, learn how to do things, learn how to kind of almost market, right? In a nice way, because one thing I'm not is a pushy salesperson. I hate that, right? So like, I want to get out my content so people know I exist, but how I do that in a fun way that people want to come and join my stuff in a fun way, right? Well, so I just try to be myself. But at the same time, I've also, my degrees in music and stuff has been helping me, audio engineering that I've done, little things I've picked up, and a lot of stuff, some of it is things that I actually did in school and stuff, and other things it was just I went and learned how to do it, like he was just saying. Sometimes you just have to push yourself and learn. You're like, it's uncomfortable, I don't know how to do this, but I'm gonna try to go and learn it and find someone who can teach me, right? So that's really important in life. It's really important to think critically and to not be self-absorbed. If more people thought about home and family over a golden treasure, it'd be a very merry place. That's not the exact wording that Thorin says to Bilbo, but you know what I'm saying. If people thought about others more, and thought less about them absorbing into themselves, things would be much nicer. And by the way, when you do that, people realize that you're thinking about other people. It'll draw people to you too, as friends, right? Because like, I know when I have a friend who's really open and nice and tells me the truth about things, I want to be their friend more than I want to do that to them and tell them everything, right? You know what I'm saying? And like, and there are certain limits, obviously, as creators, right? For me, I try not to give you guys anything that, you know, oh, I had a hard day. You know, I don't do that because my goal is to make you have fun too. And usually when I'm making content, it's encouraging me and making me happier anyway, if I did have a hard day, right? So, but it really is important to remember those words. And I'll link that YouTube video in the description there for you guys if you want to watch it again to hear what he says. But yeah, it's really scary what he's talking about with that, like, self-absorbed people just get so into themselves. And we see it right now, especially in the world right now with their culture. And again, YouTube is a big one. I see so many YouTubers and people that I really like, and then they just get so self-absorbed, right? And it's all about them, and they're making so much money now and stuff and things like that. And it's like they're not enjoying what they originally were doing, for one, and it might not last forever, right? Like, they may be good at something, but it might not last forever, because nothing really lasts forever on this world. Okay, so we know that from the but so keep that in mind, right? So keep it in a positive emotion, though. You don't need to be depressed about it. Just realize you can always strive for things too, right? And some people, it might seem like, oh, they got everything. It's all, you know, it's all set up for them. But, you know, it's not always the case. Every person has their things they go through in life and their difficulties and what they're blessed with and what they have to deal with that's not a blessing, right? And that's just how it goes. But it's better to try to think on the positive side too. And just remember what he said there. Don't be self-absorbed. Make sure you're looking at yourself and at others, right? That's the big one, right? That's why, like, a lot of, you know, any YouTuber that I can feel that has millions of subscribers, but still seems like he does care about his, you know, who's watching, and he's sincere. I always admire that in certain people, right? Now, again, there are personas, right, that people put on, and of course I do a little bit for acting for you guys for fun with like voices and stuff, but really when I talk like this video right now, you're getting Zollin. This is me, you know, this is me thinking about a subject like this, right? I'm not just making this all up. I'm gonna make a whole story of, no, this is usually my thinking process, right? And again, I always try to be really positive, though, on the channel, because that is the goal. But I think that's a positive message from him. I think it's good if people can see that early in life and realize that, then all of their goals and aspirations can more be achieved, right? Because people will see they're good people too, right? That they're trying. They're not just thinking about money and themselves, right? Because we all know that. We all see those movie stars or certain people in the world. They're like that. We're just like, I don't know about that one, right? Anyway, what do you guys think? There's my thoughts on that. Little encouraging lecture there by Zollin Ironshield. I know it was random, but I just felt like doing that today. Thanks to my Patreons. Subscribe button. Next episode's up there for Lotre Life. And over there, I do voiceovers in Lord of the Rings Online, where we do a little more entertainment. Barukazan, Kuzan, I menu. Have a great day in Middle Earth, guys. And remember, stay happy. And even if you're thinking about deep subjects like this, never let it get you down. Keep a positive thought, always glass half full. No matter what, you can always focus and turn things around if you just think about it in the right way. So, stay happy. Barukazakuzanai menu, and subscribe, because we'll have some more fun videos in the future too. You can come join us. Join us on a live stream. We'll play some Lotro. See ya.